can't have too many buddy reads, right? Hello and welcome to my channel. In this video, going to be doing my August TBR, which apparently at some point became the month of basically only buddy reads, because that is what we have going on this month. It's going to be a pretty packed schedule, so I'll have to see if I can push through and actually get everything. But I've been doing pretty good lately with actually keeping to my TBR and being able to throw in a few extra things. So we will see, but with no further ado, let's jump into it. As I talk about each book, if it is a buddy read one, I will specify where, like if it's from our Discord, a different Discord, or all that kind of thing as well, so that you can check out if you do want to join in any of these, so keep that in mind. So first up, we have The Golden Fool, and this is the second book in Robin Hobb's Tawny Man trilogy, which is the third trilogy in the realm of the Elderlings. This is continuing the, what feels like a really long time at this point, buddy read that we just decided to keep renewing over at Megan's Reading Revelations. We did Live Ship with her, and then also Tawny Man, and who knows after this. But I have been loving these so far. I read Fool's Errand last month, and it was just so nice getting back to Fitz and the Six Duchies. This is Golden Fool continuing, though, and I'm not entirely sure what this one's going to be about specifically, because Fool's Errand had a pretty specific plot, but that was resolved, so this one will be really interesting to see what comes next. So very excited for Golden Fool. I can never get enough Hobb. I've loved all the Hobb stuff that I have read. Next up, the official buddy read for the Wizardly Duo Discord is Book 1 of Memory and Sorrow and Thorn, The Dragonbone Chair by Tad Williams. This is another one that I am pretty ridiculously excited for, because A, I've wanted to read this for a long time, and I've had this first book for quite some time, and I have all three now, and we decided to make the buddy read. We're doing this one in August, number 2, which is The Stone of Farewell, in September, and then you get October and November for To the Green Angel Tower, because it's a behemoth. But I've been waiting to read this for so long, and then we have a few people in the Discord who've already started, and it just made me even more excited for it. So really, really excited for this one. If you do want to read this series with us, or even just jump on if you're already started the series for one of the later ones, definitely check out the Wizardly Duo Discord for that. Then we have the unofficial buddy read, which this is Andrew's fault, The Priory of the Orange Tree by Samantha Shannon. And this is a standalone, pretty large book. I've heard it doesn't read as slow as you would think, but this is a big boy. And Andrew made an offhand comment in a video about how he would read this finally if other people wanted to read it with him. And I was in the same boat. I was going to actually jump on a buddy read later in the year for this, but it had it a while I meant to read it, and it became an unofficial buddy read in the Wizardly Duo Discord with a bunch of people joining in. I do love this cover. I really hope I like the book, because I'm a big fan of the cover. But so it'll be good to finally get to this one. This is one I've seen some people do reviews, and it's my understanding it's supposed to be somewhat of like kind of like a feminist revisit or relook at some like kind of classic fantasy type feel. But it sounds interesting. I've heard really mixed things. People seem to love or hate this one, so I'm really interested to see where I fall on that one. And then we have, I still haven't fully decided if I'm going to do this. It probably is going to see where it ends up. But we also have some people in the Wizardly Duo Discord who are reading Sunderland Ascends here in August. And also, it sounds like Leslie at the Nerdy Narrative is doing a buddy read for the whole series, reading the first few up to the release of the fourth one. I only have the first one right now, but this is another book that I've been meaning to get to for some time, but I've been trying not to start because I don't need another series. See my series I need to finish that I've already started video. But it's, yeah, so I might still jump in for this because I really want to read it, and then if I end up liking it, I'm sure I'll end up joining the buddy read there too. So you can check that one out in Leslie's Discord as well. There's a lot going on. If you thought that was done, that's actually still not it, because I'll be reading book 3, and oh, this is such an old, bad condition collection here. I got this used years ago, and it was published a long time ago. But Dragons of Spring Dawning, the third book in the original Dragonlance Chronicles trilogy. This is one that I wasn't actually originally planning on. I just reread this last year. It had been a really long time before that. But there's a big group together who are reading it, and I'll link to the first discussion video that they did. But they had some people drop out and needed somebody else to jump in, so I volunteered because I really enjoy this series, and they're not super long, any parts. This is, 3 books, and that's smaller than Priory of the Orange Trees, so not too terribly long. So I didn't reread the first one. I just watched Andrew's video talking about it to refresh myself, and then I'm starting the second book. The second book will hopefully have been read soon by the time this is posted. I haven't actually read it yet. I started it, but I haven't finished it yet. And then I'll be reading the third book in August as well. So throwing that in there also. So those are the main things. And those are just all buddy reads. And that doesn't leave me a ton of time for anything else. So I highly doubt that I'll have time to put in like a full book as an extra. But I do have queued up my next 2 Discworld novels, which are Lords and Ladies and Men-at-Arms. And Lords and Ladies, I'm not as excited about, but Men-at-Arms I'm very excited about because I have been waiting to get to another City Watch book for quite some time, since Guards. This is the second one after Guards. I'm doing Pub Order, which I really enjoyed doing, but there are definitely ones that I wanted to continue, and the Guards arc is one that I'm most excited for, and I imagine, based on what I've heard so many other people talk about, it is going to be my favorite. So I'm hoping I can get to those as well. I actually think Lords and Ladies takes place... Yeah, I actually think Lords and Ladies seems like it is a almost direct follow-up to Witches Abroad, it sounds like, which I just finished. So that'll be interesting, having one that close together. It's kind of continuing on. I'll have to see. I don't think it's a Granny Weatherwax one. It just sounds like it's continuing some of the stuff that happened there. But I'll have to see. So that, as always, will be interesting. But those are the books that I am planning to read in August. The buddy reads for sure will be done. Sunderland is questionable because it depends how quickly I get through the rest. The Discworld ones I will probably read at some point, but it may be kind of mixed in if I need a break after any of the other ones. Between Robin Hobb and Tad Williams, both have pretty dense prose, is my understanding, and I really enjoy that. But sometimes you need a break from it. So, and I'm not sure what Samantha Shannon's prose will be like. This will be my first book by her. The Dragonlance book is pretty easy, though, to read as well. But I think Sunderland's supposed to be kind of that dense, really beautiful prose as well. So this is Buddy Read Month and apparently Prose Snob Month. Reading a lot of really good prose. So we'll have to see. But those are all of the things that I am going to be reading, or at least trying to read. This might be the month where my TBR crashes and burns before August. That is there. So like I said, check the links in the description for the Wizardly Duo Discord if you want to join into any of the buddy reads that we have going on there. We always have a ton of both official and unofficial and just people kind of pairing up and reading things together. So it's a great place to find buddy reads or just to have conversations in general. Check the links once again for Megan's channel and Leslie's channel for those buddy reads as well. With that they have going on. There's so many buddy reads, and the link to the Dragonlance Chronicles video will be there as well. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like, and of course, if you'd like to see more of my content, make sure to subscribe.